Hi everyone, it's Sonia. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. Listen, in this video, I want to talk about something that the Lord has been speaking to me about, nudging me about, impressing upon my heart these past couple of weeks concerning His people, concerning the church. Now, one of the things that the Lord, brought to my attention was just the benefit of technology during the pandemic. So March 2020 was a change for a lot of us. It was a change for a lot of the ways how we did church, how we attended church, and we bless God that He enabled us to use technology so that we could still join, together, though it was not face to face. And so one of the things that the Lord has been impressing upon my heart is just how complacent we have gotten with attending church online. So much so that He says there are people who it's easy for them to, the day of worship where they would normally, gather with other brethren, if it were face to face, to meet and to worship Him, to have fellowship together, to grow together. They're using that time to do other things. Now, this is separate from when you're sitting in front of your computer or your tablet or whatever device that you're joining church on and you're distracted by doing other things, And I have been guilty of this. This is something that the Lord had to deal with me about, something that I had to repent of. And I said, yes, Lord, church is going on. And because I'm at home, I'm not engaged, even when the worship team may say, stand with us, let's worship. I have gone through that where the Lord had to say, listen, you are to be fully engaged in this act of worship, not because you are not physically in the sanctuary. So that is different. What the Lord was actually saying to me is that people who, yes, I know the service will be online, it will be on YouTube, my church is going to leave it up, so I can take the day and go to the beach, I can take the day and do some things that I never normally get to do, for the rest of the week, and then little later I'll catch the service. And that is what the Lord is, I believe, speaking to me about, to share, that we have gotten so accustomed to doing church pandemic way that we have lost the reverence, in worshiping Him. And not to mention that His word says to forsake not, us assembling together. There is such a power that happens when we are fully engaged in the service, when we come together, whether face to face or online, but so much so now that the opportunity has presented itself for us to be able, especially if you're in Jamaica, to now return to face worship. People, and it has nothing to do with the fear of COVID or another outbreak. It is that people have become complacent with where they are at. They found a new way to do online church, and so it's more convenient. There's an opportunity for you to go into the sanctuary to meet with other brethren. The Lord, I heard this and I'm saying it, so it's not my words. I heard an apostle say that the Lord is raising up disciples, right? And we cannot become disciples simply by watching online church, right? Where there's no engagement. There are certain things, there are certain giftings and impartations and reproofing the words that needs to happen when we are face to face, when we are taking the time to be in fellowship with others, when we're in small groups together. Those are the things that the Lord is speaking about, and He's saying that we need to come back, Yes, the technology has been great in allowing us this opportunity, but we've gotten too complacent. And so the Lord is asking us to search our hearts, to repent where we have fallen away from, we have gotten used to doing certain things because of the pandemic. Now is the opportunity. Oh, what a blessing it is when we can go into the sanctuary of the Lord, when us, the church, the people, can come together in one accord. The Lord wants us to be on one accord, to meet together, just like the apostles did in the book of Acts. This is something that The Lord is even saying, look at the early church. Look at the way how they met together. They did not forsake their times of breaking bread together. So even if the opportunity is for you to have face-to-face fellowship with other believers, having a service together, that is critical. But don't just sit in front of your device, listening, not engaging, and then you're just ticking it off as a to-do list. The Lord is not pleased with that. That is not the worship that He desires. That is not the worship that He deserves. He deserves so much. The effort that we put into other things, how much greater it should be when we're putting in that effort to serve the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. So I implore you, people of God, to search your hearts and to see if you have fallen short in this area, and to repent, to turn away from. And man, when those church doors open, go in, fellowship, worship, and the Lord, He will satisfy your soul. So be blessed, and thank you for watching this. Bye-bye.